Hey guys, welcome back to the TohirT channel. TohirT is here. I hope you had a fantastic week. How many times do we attach certain period of our lives, certain period of time, maybe a sign of good luck to a particular object, and we invest in them, we buy them, and we keep buying them, and we keep buying them over and over again. And I think at some point we really need to draw a line, and we really need to say when investing in a particular tangible thing, or maybe even something like a tattoo or clothing piece, is necessary. Or that lizard brain being bombarded by marketing from all the directions to buy. If that sounds familiar, if you struggled with something similar or you keep buying, the trinkets all over the place, well, you better watch this video. Let's do this!
This is the face of consumerism!
Oh my god, Ted's part of the play.
Do I talk on a lot of these kind of philosophical topics? Not really, and not that frequently. I primarily like to talk about self-development and refocus our thinking on something that really matters. So if you're interested in pushing yourself a little bit further on different kind of topics, whether it's professional, artistic, or business, well, check out this playlist over here. I have a little bit of a personal struggle, just tiny little bit, but I guess admission is the first step. I'm definitely not a minimalist. Clearly from this, from some of the other shelves and some of the other items that I keep buying, unfortunately, I'm not a hoarder, which is good, but too many times I find myself looking at the listing of something and going, well, maybe not that dramatic, but I do tend to find objects that really represent my personal interest. If someone like me who has a lot of diverse interests out there, well, it's very easy to fall into that habit of seeing something that really represents your interest, buying it and putting it on the shelf. Like honestly, this shelf was built originally to showcase my personality and help you guys kind of like find something to relate to. But you can clearly see from over here, between the different racing items, the pop culture memorabilia, some other things from video games. I clearly bought a bunch of things, and I'll be honest with you, idea was to have minimal things here and there, and that is it. But every single time I kept seeing yet another small, interesting, fun trinket or tchotchke, I was like, oh, you know what? This would really look great on the shelf. I'm not buying it for myself. I'm not trying to appease my impulse purchase. I'm investing in putting the decorations in my set for my YouTube channel. And this is what we all do. We always try to find that excuse. That lizard brain will always figure out a way to circumvent the normal logic and figure out the way, because at the end of the day, you are investing, right? You're not wasting money.
This is the face of consumerism!
Oh my god, Ted's part of the play.
I personally know it is not responsible to carry yourself like this under normal circumstances, let alone right now when we have relatively tough economic environment, people losing jobs, people have a hard time finding jobs, and all of a sudden us lucky ones out there who still have an income, we're just gonna go and keep wasting our money on small trinkets. Yes, it is a cool statue, yes, it is a cool figure, but where is the value from buying it and putting it on the shelf? You really have to reframe your thinking and start focusing on items that really matter, or on experiences and things that will really make a difference in your life going forward. You can still invest in yourself and have fun. Buying things can seem fun in that immediate, small, instant gratification moment, but it has very low to no benefit long term, where if you reframe your thinking into really investing into things that, yes, maybe it will take a little bit more time to get there, but you will have more fun, and that experience might have a bigger impact on your life going forward. It can be experiences like saving a few dollars here and there and going into archery class and all of a sudden realizing that you really love it, and who knows, 8 years from now you're in Olympic Games. Or it can be as simple as you're a graphic designer, you're trying to really make strides in that, but you keep buying small posters here and there for the inspiration, where instead you could have saved some money from those purchases and buy a better, maybe a laptop, maybe a more powerful machine, maybe a stylus, maybe even a display, which would then elevate your game to the whole nother level. I'm pretty sure it's very familiar. I'm pretty sure you've seen that person in the mirror who you see every morning behave like this in past, where you knew that there's something bigger out there that you can invest, but there was just something, this small item that did not feel that significant in terms of the impact on your budget that you purchased, and you did not realize that by saving some of those funds, avoiding some of those smaller purchases could have helped you achieve that bigger goal that you have in your life. To make the reframing of your mindset very specific, let's talk about 3 questions that I always ask myself now when I'm about to buy something. First and foremost, do you really need it? Will something in your life drastically and dramatically change if you will not have that object? It is hard to make that decision when you're getting bombarded by that marketing, or maybe there's like a flash sale, or there's a pushy salesperson, but you have to reframe and you have to ask yourself, do you really need that object right now? The second question pivots right out of it, where you have to ask yourself, will you actually actively use the object or the product or whatever that is if you end up buying it today? And this is an important one, because if you end up buying this object and just putting it on the shelf, that begs the question, do you really need it? Or if it's a clothing piece and you think that you're gonna wear it 6 months from now, well, wait for the 6 months and buy it then. And yes, it might be off the market by then, but who cares? There might be another item, a better item out there for you to buy. If you're not gonna use that object, and if it's not gonna impact your life drastically, why spend money today? Finally, the last question, is there something bigger out there that can help you push yourself to the next level? And it still can be fun. Maybe it is that camera that you really wanted to buy to enter the photography, but it seems too expensive because it's like $1,000+. Or maybe it is a trip, when it's safe, that you wanted to take internationally. Well, anytime you have that impulse to buy something, imagine that impulse purchase piggy bank, that whenever you do not buy it, and you do not spend the money on, say, a $20 item, you take the $20 and you put it in that imaginary piggy bank, or actually have a bank account, or have an actual piggy bank and put the $20 in there. You then have another desire to purchase something else unnecessary, $50 savings, put it back in the piggy bank, and all of a sudden, in a few months, that piggy bank will have enough funds for you to invest into that skill, that purchase, that experience that will really make a difference in your life. It is all about reframing and changing your mindset. It's about stop focusing on that small impulse decision in the moment and zooming out to look at the bigger picture.
This is the face of consumerism.
Oh my God, Chet's part of the play.
Do you face a similar kind of issues in today's world of easy purchases online? Do you think some of these questions will help you reframe your mindset? And what are other tricks you use to, control those urges and control those impulse purchases? Share your thoughts and ideas and suggestions for other viewers in the section below. I know it is easier said than done. I know with the entire industry right now, especially in social media, built around marketing and advertising and getting you to buy stuff, it is hard to really refocus and reframe yourself and really do something completely different with your money. But you have to. It's very easy for anyone at any level. For us, it can be as simple as avoiding buying that small book or that small trinket. For someone maybe a little bit richer, it can be about seeing that Boston Dynamics walker and being like, I got to have it. I know it costs like Tesla, but I'm sure there are people out there who make that much money and who have the impulse purchase issues on that scale. It may sound small. It may sound those $10, $20, $50 purchases, they're not making that much of an impact, right? So I'll just buy it. But when you think about that concept of the virtual or the real piggy bank, and when you start putting the money aside from every day being exposed to the impulse purchases, all of a sudden you will see how much funds is in there and how quickly you can get to the point when you're ready to invest into something that will really impact you and improve your quality of life. And at the end of the day, that patience is always worth it. Thank you very much, guys, for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and check out the videos in the backlog. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for stopping by. As always, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this video, and I will see you all next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern, on this very channel. This is purely inspired by real-time events, some personal struggle, as I've mentioned. I've been going through something that I wanted to invest in and purchase, and how I've been convincing myself to set the money aside and not waste them here and there, both due to economical environment, but also due to the fact that I wanted to invest into something that actually got me now excited now that I bought it. And I also know that for the rest of the year, to continue the trend, I will keep pushing myself to avoid those unnecessary purchases. And who knows, I might invest into something else that will both make my life more fun and interesting, maybe improve the quality of life for someone around me, or improve quality for you guys on this channel, because it's gonna be probably a piece of equipment for this YouTube channel, because who am I kidding? Those are a lot of the recent big purchases anyway. Well, let's see. I hope you guys are successful on this path, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.